Okay, now getting back to work on the range transmission. This one kind of touched on previously here. This is the hydraulic pump that, if you remember, and if you could see, this sock right down there was the one that was filthy. It was disgusting, but now it's clean and clear. I have its pump tube coming up through here. All the gears are in there and all that stuff. So I did have a bad needle bearing I need to replace. It's gonna go right in here. And I like to put a little lube on them. Both in and out. This one, of course, comes with some lube in it, but I'll put a little bit more. This is the old one. I'm gonna use it to tap it on through. But this one, oddly enough, on this edge here, it just lifted up. And I don't know if you could see that, but it's flat right here, and then this part is just raised up. And then, so the bearing started falling out of it. Change over to a socket. That's going to hold the PTO shaft that goes in here. This is the 1000 and the 540, but I'm not putting it in because the bearing to this is so frozen it won't work. So that's the needle bearing on it, and it has so much dirt in it. I cleaned it up, but I just could not get these to spin at all. So it's frozen, but this is what the bearing sits on, and I noticed that this oil passage was completely plugged up. I actually had a really hard time getting it clear. So again, it wasn't getting any oil. So I had to get in the bearing. It's coming. It's en route. Now I'm gonna put in the bevel gear and the actual high-low gear set. So I got the parts cleaned. Just need to get them put in. Now I did go through every hole, every bolt hole in this casing and go through it with a tap to clean out all the threads. Putting a little lube on this. Oh, this part does come off. It's the brake drum for the parking brake. Shims. I wasn't really happy with how I washed it, so I went back and did it again. This time I used some compressed water and compressed air. Spins a lot better. There was tons of stuff still in there, despite using the diesel before. So, I just like to, you know, it says to use high-tran oil, but I just know to use the assembly grease. So I put that on and just kind of work it in a little bit. I do give it a little bit of pressure as I'm putting it in, so trying to shoot it down in there some. Oh yeah, it's getting much quieter now. Okay, let me put a little bit more up here. All right, I'm gonna call that good. Keyway, or a key. And then the shims. Just messed my shims up. Alrighty then. This is gonna go, well, I'm gonna install it up at least so I can get to that pin. No, come on, what am I doing? This one goes first. First that one. And I did put a little mark on this with some paint so I can remember. Took a lot of pictures too. And I had the books. And then I do remember these collars were going that way, but I'm gonna verify. Now, I got my little snap ring on. I also put my brake band on. This one will come apart here, so you can actually, don't have to take this whole set off to take it out, but my old one didn't have that. So I wonder if that was original, who knows? So let me just get these bolts started. Okay. There we go. This brake band is actually a pain in the butt. But there's just not enough room to slide it forward. Looks like it right there. That must not be lined up good. This would be a lot easier if I can just do it like right here. All right, let's bring some light in so I can see what I'm doing. That's not helpful. That is. That might have been it right there. You know, something's bugging me. I know there's another gear that goes here. I forgot what it was. It might line up in the other transmission. Probably this. That goes into there. All right, I'm good. Just want to make sure there's not something else I need to slip in there because it won't fit when it's all installed. Yep, it fell out. So at least I got it far enough to slide this brake band off some. Leave it like that. All right, now see how lined up I am. I can't see a thing. I won't be able to see there. Let me get this thing figured out. Stand by. All right. Kind of flip you around here. So now I got the little key in there. I'm not sure if that means that quite called woodruff or not. But anyway, I got the key in there. I got these bolts on the pinion gear. Secure. Now I'm going to get this clip way over here with luck. So I'm going to try these snap ring pliers. They work sometimes to do this. This one does not have holes in it. I just want to get it wide enough to get on here and slide it on down. These ones, I suppose, are easier than a lot of the other ones to get on there. They just need a little persuasion. But you could sometimes just, as I say, sometimes. Ugh. Now you can finish tapping it on there. When the brake band doesn't get in the way. There it goes. Bam! Those ones are easier to get on than off. I can't say that for all of them. Okay, so now this brake band. This is the parking brake. And just goes like that, sits on this drum. Pins in back here, and then your apparatus comes on this side, and it'll tighten it up. I'm gonna go look at a picture and make sure I got it the right way real quick before I finish this up. Well, it looks like I did something right, at least according to the picture. So I was able to find a brake cable, which is nice, because my old one doesn't look too hot. But actually, I don't need the cable right now, I need this. So let me clean this up real fast. And here's the cable, hoping they look alike. They look fairly similar, maybe a little longer. Might just be a different adjustment. Okay, it's all right. Let me clean this up because this is what I need to sit there and grab this, though I can do that tomorrow. I only have a short window to work on things during the day on my work weeks. All right, so since I can slide this on and off, I'm gonna pull it off the drum to kind of get this bad boy started. And I'm gonna think, ooh. Ugh. Man, there we go, good. Let's get some more persuasion. There we go. Now, the thing is, so it must just sit like that. It sits like that. This should spin around it. It's probably gonna have to break it in. Then when you hit the brakes, the parking brake, it pulls that, doesn't let it go. And then it lets it spin after that, hopefully. Let me pound this pin in. Yeah. Oh, I must not be lined up, I bet you. Slide that sucker off and get it lined up. There. That was a lot easier. Hopefully I can slip it back on here. Piece of cake. So you can actually change these brake bands by taking off this. This is a hydraulic pump for me, but on some it's just blanked over. But you could take this off and you have access to the brake band that's right there. But it requires you to reach all the way in and up here to do all that stuff I was just doing. It's a lot easier just to take the top off, in my opinion. A lot more work though, but that's why you change it while you're in there. Brake band's on, this is on. I swear there's something that goes right here, because there's another keyway there. But these should be sliding on this, but they're pretty stiff. So let me add a little lube on them, both to the teeth and the splines. They're dry. Man, I don't think it goes all the way around. It doesn't. I need to make sure there's not something that goes in here. There could be another gear, but I put everything together when I was taking it off, and I don't see another one. I don't know why this one doesn't want to go down all the way. I think it's going to need to. No. All right. Anyway, I'm just going to work with that. I think I'm going to be wrapping it up because I got to go. So more on this stuff tomorrow.